welcome to Face to Face, and today we're gonna go to Colombia, and we're gonna talk about the peace process and what's happening in the process, and what's happening with La Havana, what's happening in Colombia, and we are with the consul Gael, and welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Well, thank you very much for the invitation,
You're
first
welcome.
of all, and I'm really glad that we're talking about this at this moment because it's very important for our country and for the rest of the world to understand what's really happening in Colombia.
Because it's
right
a big
now.
challenge, huh?
It's a big challenge. It hasn't been easy.
No.
Every peace process has its inconvenience, but I think that we are managing the best that we can.
Yeah. No, comparing to other country, actually Colombia has been pretty fast in some ways, because our other country has been 15 years, 10 years.
We have been in this situation for almost 50 years now.
With the war. Yeah.
With the war,
Yeah.
with the guerrilla.
Yeah.
I think it's time to set up
move.
our minds
Yeah.
and move to the next step.
To the next step, yeah.
And understand what's happening in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We have been having a lot of support of the international
community.
Yes, yes. We have the support of United Nations. We have the support of other countries like United States. President Obama has been very supportive to this process. And of course, we have detractors.
Yeah.
As any process, as any peace process, not everyone is, at the same part of the book. Some people think that we should still keep on being in a war and try to do things in a furious way.
Yeah.
But I think it's time to stop and try to
and
think in
change
another
the
way.
tone of the
Yes.
discussion. Yeah, absolutely. So it has been like 4 or 5 years of discussion in La Havana with different parts of the community.
So it's been a process. The structure of the process is quite interesting. It's been settled down in a very thinkable way.
Yeah.
We have negotiators from the government and some negotiators from the Havana. That these people are the only ones that are able to talk all the time of what is happening. The process started quite time ago. This is not the first process that we have with guerrilla.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the 9th process that we have.
That's
Some
a little bit the issue for the people who are against.
Yes.
They say we have been there before.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So there is another process that was really known a couple of years ago with President Pastrana, and it failed.
Yeah.
But actually, people don't know that in the last government with the last president that we had, they were trying to have a process, and they weren't able to sit down and to have these conversations.
Yeah.
So this process started with not as people try to say it was a secret negotiation. It wasn't a secret negotiation. The thing is that if you want to sit down with guerrilla, you cannot start bringing the media and all the parts together to say what they're thinking.
It's very complicated because everybody believes in his own interest, and then you manipulate the discussion, and then so on and so forth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So right now, we are almost done.
Okay.
There is a phrase in Spanish that nothing is settled until everything is settled.
Yeah, so that's the interesting part. It's first you're going to need a referendum to approve the whole process.
Yeah, it's 2 parts.
Yeah.
The first part is that we've been negotiating by different issues. We're on the last one.
Yeah.
And one of the difficult ones, we already did it a month ago.
Yeah.
And Ban Ki-moon was there.
Yeah.
The Pope was there.
Yeah.
And that was with all the things about the arms. How are the guerrilla disarm?
Disarms.
So that was the hardest part of it.
Yeah.
Now we were talking about the referendum.
Yeah.
The referendum, what the court says is that we have to vote for it. We as Colombians will have to vote for it. We will vote yes or no.
To the whole process, to the
to
whole
the
package.
to the whole pack.
It's not one part of the package,
Yes.
it's accept or not the package.
Yes. Do you accept the package or you don't accept
the
the package?
Yeah.
But what is the thing? People do not understand what happened about after you vote.
Yeah.
When you vote, it doesn't mean that right away it will convert on a law. It won't. Why not? Because we have to follow our constitution.
Yeah.
What they're saying is that the president, from that moment on, he must make sure that what it says on the process will be made.
Yeah.
So he will have to present all these laws to the Congress,
And
so they make the decision, and they make all the process as any other law.
Yeah, and that's a little bit what because we have some experience in Chile, where after Pinochet it was referendum yes or no to Pinochet, and the no to Pinochet win, but things didn't change that much in Chile after the Pinochet. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what Colombia has already changed a lot in the last, I would say, 5 years. So I think that the changings will happen, but it's going to be an interesting part of the process to see what's happening next in after the referendum.
Yes, we haven't have a date yet. We're hoping that it's before October.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We have the General Assembly of United Nations on September.
Yeah.
So these are dates that give us like a hint of maybe when it's gonna be signed, but we don't have a final date.
And then, so one final signature has to happen, and we believe it might going to be in August, or?
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't have a date yet.
Okay.
We don't have a date yet. We believe it's going to be this year.
Okay.
And we believe that this year we're going to have the referendum, but we don't have, no one has set us official date.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
So people are coming to the consulate to ask a lot of questions, and we're telling them how does the process go. We're trying, because there's a lot of, people want to know a lot of things about what's happening on the Havana, and we're inviting people to come to the consulate. For good, we have 2 consulates in this region. We have a consulate here in New York. We have a consulate in Newark. On the East Coast, we have Washington, Boston, Miami, Orlando, and we all have the information.
Yeah.
So people could learn what really is happening in the Havana.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of legends of what is going to happen.
I saw so many stories. Incredible.
And people say we're gonna have the guerrilla in the power right afterwards. We sign the process. Yeah. All these things are not true. We have to read. We have to get informed, and we have to go to the consulates, because the people down there, we have all the time, and we're willing to tell the people what's really happening on the Havana. Yeah.
So, do you have like a website specifically, or some way we can get, people can get more detailed? That would be.
Yes, there are a lot of pages.
So we will put it on the video. Okay.
Yes, we have a lot of pages. We have presidency. The presidency page has lots of information.
Okay.
Comisionado de Paz has another page.
Okay.
It's telling what's happening.
Okay.
And the peace process has its own web page.
Okay.
And they explain everything what's happening, and the timetable too. That's very interesting, of what happened at what timing and everything.
Okay. Maybe my last question concerning the New York community. How do you see the people? They're going to participate to the referendum if it happens?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. We have two types of immigrants here.
Okay.
We have the ones that have been established for a long time here.
For many years, yeah.
And most of them, they are able to participate because they have their ID subscribed for the referendum. We have another population that they're here, let's say soon. They have arrived soon. and they haven't subscribed their IDs. So these people, they will have to check where do they have their IDs subscribed to see if they are able to participate or not.
In New York.
For example, students that they come here to do an MBA, a master degree, a PhD, to learn English.
It might going to be complicated.
It might be complicated. But most of our population that been living here for a long time, they will be able to participate. If they have been participating in another elections, they should have their ID already subscribed.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Yeah, you're welcome. So that was the show Face to Face, and thank you for watching. You can keep your up to date and check the news on presenza.com. Thank you very much.